So hello, or as we like to say in Tennessee, hey y'all. So Tennessee is a place where I grew up. I've raised my family and I grew my business. I could give you a million reasons why I like to be in Tennessee, but hopefully I'll share an opportunity with why you would like to be in Tennessee as well. So many of you know Tennessee because of our music, country music and blues. But as you probably know, maybe Elvis Presley or Dolly Parton. But it is a vast and diverse state with much to offer. 41% of Tennessee is actually farmland, generating more than $5 billion annually in revenue. Our largest agricultural exports are soybean, cotton, corn, and hay. So from a business perspective, Tennessee is home to more than 486,000 businesses with more than 1,000 international-based businesses. Here's a look at some of the companies that have chosen to move to Tennessee. Most recently, we have Oracle, which is relocating their headquarters to the East Bank in Nashville. Recently, we had Nissan move their headquarters to Franklin, Tennessee. We have Volkswagen that is located in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So why? What's the big deal? Why Tennessee? So Tennessee was ranked number 8 in the country by CNBC based on considering factors like economy, like workforce and infrastructure, the cost of doing business, and business friendliness. So let's dive into a couple of these categories. Tennessee has the lowest state and lowest taxes per capita in the country. Our corporate tax rate is 6.5%. Another tax incentive that's very attractive for the workforce is that there's no state income tax. Tennessee is home to over 7.3 million people, and the unemployment rate is 3.6%. Of the 7.3 million people, 40% of working age adults have a college degree. Lastly, with the unparalleled infrastructure, we neighbor 8 states, which is the most in the country. Planes, trains, automobiles, and boats. Yes, we have it all in Tennessee. Including the waterways, here's a snapshot of the transportation options in Tennessee. Many of our raw materials that support manufacturing throughout the U.S. travel through the Tennessee River and the Cumberland River via barge. Over 50 million tons of goods move up and down the Tennessee River, with an additional 20 million tons traveling the Cumberland River. Our waterways provide the least expensive form of transportation for dozens of Tennessee industries that either produce or use raw materials. Major commodities are shipped on our waterways, including gravel, sand, crushed stone, coal, chemicals, grains of iron, steel, minerals, and petroleum. With over 1,900 kilometers of interstates and 154,000 kilometers of roadways, the Tennessee Bureau of Transportation estimated over 552 million tons of freight flow through Tennessee. The top outbound commodities are medical, surgical instruments, computers, smartphones, and automobiles. Tennessee had more than 14 million tons of freight that were loaded onto trains at Tennessee origins, and that's equivalent to about 487,000 freight cars. Not only that, while a lot of freight is being moved out of Tennessee, we actually see quite a bit more moving into Tennessee. Nearly 24 million tons, or 586,000 rail cars being unloaded in Tennessee. In total, we saw roughly about 38 million tons of freight traffic on our 4,100 kilometers of main and short line railroads. Tennessee is a global air cargo hub. Memphis International handles nearly 3 million tons of cargo annually, ranking 3rd largest and busiest air cargo hub in the world. While we have impressive infrastructure for imports and exports, don't think of us as just a pass-through state. Tennessee is working to pioneer a new energy source which would advance manufacturing and technology within the state and the country. Tennessee has recently secured a $400 million U.S. Department Energy grant to advance development of the nation's first small modular reactor, or SMR, at the Clinch River site in Oak Ridge, positioning the state at the forefront of the next generation in nuclear technology. This grant supports the Tennessee Valley Authority's plan for commercial operation in the early 2030s, which would strengthen energy reliability and grid capacity for future industries. This is yet another reason that Tennessee is an appealing hub for advanced energy, manufacturing, and technology headquarters. Tennessee has 176 opportunity zones. Opportunity zones are a new economic development initiative established by Congress in the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017. This is a specific tax incentive program designed to drive long-term investments into low-income communities. 75 of Tennessee's 95 counties contain an opportunity zone. So right here you can see a 5.9-acre commercial lot located in southern Middle Tennessee in Murfreesboro. It's my hometown. If you're interested in learning more about this property or others, I encourage you to stop by our booth and chat with me or any member of our team about these opportunity zones. Cost of living. Tennessee has no state income tax. It helps lower the Tennessee's cost of living, making Tennessee about 10% lower than the national average. The housing market is about 20% lower of the national average as well, and our health care is about 12% lower than the national average. Transportation, also 12%. Tourism, agriculture, big business, infrastructure, energy, but there's more. The Great Smoky Mountains is the most visited U.S. national park in the nation. It holds that title for 10 years running. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park is one of 13 national parks in Tennessee. Additionally, there are over 56 state parks in Tennessee for visitors to explore. Tennessee saw over 147 million visitors in 2024, bringing in a record $31.7 billion. It's not just our scenic parks drawing tourists to Tennessee. Large groups flock to cities like Nashville and Memphis for the music, the food. Tennessee is known for its music legends like Elvis Presley and Dolly Parton, barbecue. Don't know if you've ever heard of Jack Daniel's whiskey, and maybe Little Debbie treats. We're also home to several professional sports teams like the Nashville Soccer Club, Tennessee Titans, Nashville Predators, NASCAR, Grand Prix, the Memphis Grizzlies, all which draw large crowds within the state just to host sports fans across the country who travel to support their teams. This year, Japan officially selected Nashville Soccer Club Training Center as its base for the 2026 World Cup. Total visitor spending generated $3.3 billion in state and local tax revenue. So a fun fact, many big-name celebrities are enjoying the low cost of living in Tennessee as well. It's home to icons like, I've said, Dolly Parton, Justin Timberlake, Taylor Swift, Keith Urban, Tim McGraw, Steven Tyler, Nate Bargatze, Miranda Lambert, Carrie Underwood, and many, many more. In conclusion, people don't just want to visit Tennessee. They want to live there. They want to work there. In 2025, Tennessee welcomed over 69,000 new residents. Bringing more businesses and opportunity to Tennessee allows our 7.3 million residents to thrive. You can scan this code if you'd like to learn about more opportunities in Tennessee and Tennessee Realtors. So my team would like to chat with you. We'd love to share with you the great parts of Tennessee. You can visit our booth over at the USA Pavilion booth located at P1G62, just straight down the hall. I'd like to thank you for letting me speak with you today. Thank you.